What game was that? Nightmare versus Timeless. I have a memory. I feel like my memory has failed so much today.
Yeah, me too. I've had a real slow brain day. I feel, you know.
Yeah, lost in the sauce Saturday.
Yeah.
Just today. Thanks, chat.
You got that. Have I enjoyed the co-streaming casting stuff? Yeah, it's fun. If I didn't enjoy it, I wouldn't do it. Be a lot of fun. I enjoy it less when the games are awful though, but when all the games have stakes and stuff, a lot of fun, I think.
Yeah, obviously this is the version of that we got earlier in EMEA. This is for winner qualifies to China. Maybe I feel like both teams probably feel fairly confident up against Nightmare in the lower bracket, so it's maybe not quite as scary if you have to go that way. But I mean, if you can avoid it, it's so much nicer to avoid it.
The thing is as well, I feel like losing to TU this stage is more embarrassing than losing to Nightmare. You know, like just because they've had such a bad regular season, it feels worse, right? I'd rather lose, like, not even looking at the players and stuff. I'd rather lose to a team that had a fairly good stage, right? Than a team that has like pulled it together at the last second.
Yeah, but I feel like that's all like it hurts the same, you know. If you lose, it hurts the same.
Maybe.
Travis Scott says, been waiting for this SSG liquid for like 2 weeks. Hyped to watch. Well, I'm hoping it delivers. I have like not to jinx it, I guess, but I do have high expectations for that this one. Wait, the winner of this bot game goes to China? No, not this. The bots are on the plane. Has Team Liquid had a bad regular season? I don't think they've had a bad regular season. They've had an underwhelming regular season compared to expectations. I think, you know, like, TU and TM have had a genuinely, I think, bad regular season. But
yeah,
Liquids is more just in the underwhelming camp. Nice relaxing sax. I'm gonna fall asleep. Don't play the relaxing sax. Play us the upbeat sax. Well, wait. Do you want the map and bands?
Yeah, go on.
I believe we're going to Nepal. Wait, let me double check that. Yeah. Nepal. And then it's going to be a, let's get it, it's going to be a Kiriko ban from SSG and a Genji ban from Team Liquid.
Okay, sure, why not? Why not?
Wait, Chris, so Chrissy's in chat. Alright, it's not to be Moses like here, but we're looking for a Gandul. We're looking for a Gandul. Does anyone see Gandul in chat? If anyone's a little bit short on lore here, earlier in the week, Chrissy was talking, or we were talking about how TU looked good in scrims, and Gandul replied, how about that last TM scrim, huh? How about that last TM scrim? Chrissy is now looking for Gandul. I believe he's looking for a what about today dickhead situation. Gandul replies, fair play to Chrissy. There we go. A dignified loser has been proven wrong.
A TM staff member or what?
I think he has the inside track. He has the inside track with TM. I think, to be fair to TU, they also beat TM in the scrim the following day as well, and obviously beat him where it counts. So Chris has been on the search for Gandul for a while.
Chris had this one ready, you know.
Yeah, Chris has had this slum dunk already.
It's because he had to go and let the wife know, hey, you know, you can still maybe pack a bag, okay? Give me time. Give me time. He needed the hours to convince her, but the moment he was done, straight to Gandul.
Classic shit talk after you win. Chrissy was ready to give it beforehand. Chrissy has been singing the praises of slingshot theory. If there's one thing Chris is not guilty of, is Chris has been gassing up the team the entire time.
I would not be able to take mentally listening to Chris for the rest of the year talk about slingshot theory if TU win tomorrow. If TU win out tomorrow, I will not be able to take it.
Jubiok is redeemed. Get a quick play going. Grow up, Juby. No, we're not getting a quick play going. We're going to miss the start of the game. I wish my mods would spend less time sabotaging my stream. Juby says she did not mean to and has refunded herself. Okay, we're safe. The sabotage has been prevented.
I'm being pressured into bringing the cats back on my stream. No one cares about the Overwatch anymore, unfortunately.
Are you just a cat streamer?
I'm just a cat streamer.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Hey, oh my god. I thought the YouTube video was about to break TOS.
What do you mean? I thought you were watching cat videos.
I mean, there's a video, yeah, it's a cat video, and the cat video was putting the strings of the bikini. Putting the strings of a bikini on.
What was your search? Did you just search cat bikini?
It's called Funny Cats Compilation, Most Popular, Part 1. Okay? And it was the second clip in the video.
Mm-hmm.
My god. I know viewer
dear.
retention is important, but...
Can you ask Backbone how it feels to be the best Overwatch caster in EU? No, I cannot.
I wouldn't know. I'd have to refer it to the real best Overwatch caster in EU. But I don't have Uber's number, so...
Australian, by the way.
Well, yeah, but he casts in EU, so...
I believe he's based in America right now.
I actually don't remember asking, do I? I don't know. We're both streaming, so you can go back through the VOD and have a check. But I don't think I asked.
Red Eye says Haddy question mark. Actually, right. Haddy went hard. All right. Looks like we're locking in. Speak of the devil, and he will appear. We swapped to the casters, which means I believe we are transitioning towards game start time.
Alright, you let me know, because I'm looking at the cats still
then. You still got time. Are Rupal and Vega worse this year than the one before others became better? I don't know. I don't think they played particularly, like, Vega's had a few, like, patchy moments on the Lucio, but I feel like it's still in the category of not a bad, like, played fine, couple of egregious mistakes. Obviously, that maybe means you didn't play that fine, but it's not like the whole performance is shambolic, you know? Like, it's just, when you make the mistake, it's like a spectacular one, so it really sticks in the memory bank, you know? Alright, map is loading.
Okay.
Crank up the volume.
I'm getting rid of the cat now.
Oh, right.
Oh, God, so I'm in. 23, 22, 21.
Wait, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16. Alright. Alright, Anna Brig versus Anna Lucio here. So, Genji ban not going to affect SSG all that much, as they can just play the Tracer instead. No problem for Sugar Free, I think, on that one. Team Liquid can go for a greedier version of the comp with an Echo Sojourn now as well. Infected on the ball. We'll see, obviously, how the groggy perks affect now. And if anything, Team Liquid probably quite happy that on the best ball map on the ball, they start it first, actually. Now coming through, Seeker with the high ground sleep onto Infected behind. Will get a lot of that damage. Nade as well, deny that health back. Chase onto Infected, they catch him as well. They got first flip out of all of this Team Liquid, but without their ball, they should get bullied off this. Nade comes onto Seeker, flying in for Betrayed, and Knife is good for it as well. 4v4 situation, but tank advantage, and Kennen will just walk forward with Bubble. Team Liquid, they have to concede the space.
Yeah. Knife falls on his way out there. Should catch wave with Vega, should be fine. RuPaul hit a nasty nade at the beginning, but no follow-up onto CJ, unfortunately. Gonna have a slight nano advantage in the way of SSG. Other than that, not really anything worth writing home about across the board. Of course, we have got Lucio versus Brig. Maybe CJ more susceptible to dives than RuPaul will be. Got to be
especially
eyes
with the
on
Tracer
Kellen
swap
here.
now too.
Yeah, true, very true. Got to be eyes on Kellen here, because presumably he will be the recipient of this nano.
Yeah, Kellen a key factor behind a lot of SSG's success in this season, especially on the Winston. He's going to dive zone of a backline right now. 3 people contained. Can they find any kills on point? Are Knife and Infected, are they okay? It looks like they are both completely fine. So the nano is a whiff right now. RuPaul has a nano of his own. Slightly more choice in these targets. He's going to go for Knife right now. Sugarfree's harassing the backline as well. Kellen's going to come in one more time. Has the primal. They do kill the backline now. It's just going to be a backline trade. Pulse bomb's good from Sugarfree. Now, just Bliss floating around, but Kellen comes back with a primal for the cleanup right now. And as much as Vianna is more vulnerable, Lucio can just get out of dodge and ditch Vianna in these situations, so avoids getting traded in the same way. And SSG, strong lead on this first round.
Yeah, well played from Kellen and Sugarfree there. Very much on the same page. Just took apart RuPaul and Vega, really. Double DPS ults, full liquid coming up, as well as the mines for Infected. He's just rolling and trolling right now, bullying Kellen a little bit. Be interested to see if this beat's used more aggressively, if Bliss joins the dive, or if he uses it to try and save CJ. Gonna have to use it to save him. Seeker takes Knife's head off. Rally pop by Vega, but been split from RuPaul and gets caught by Seeker on his way to him. And yeah, it's a disaster for Liquid, actually. Really clean from SSG. Mine's on point, not going to do anything.
Can get the touch, yeah. They would have the ball, the Tracer, Knife's respawning, but Infected can get the touch, right? Yeah, overtime has been triggered. Infected can get another one, and actually CJ's going to get caught, rolled over by that one as well. 1-for-1 trade right now. Overclock on point, and Kellen is 1 HP, alive in his bubble, but barely, no, just about finds the angle does tree. So they will give a cleanup, they will give a retake there, and Team Liquid keep themselves alive. Pulse bomb out from Sugarfree. Guess it doesn't matter what level of Tracer player you are. Best player in North America last year. If you're playing Tracer, you have to hit the Tracer Pulse. Yeah,
Tracer Pulse, timeless classic. Never seen a Tracer player not been infected by it. Nano for CJ, not too far behind for RuPaul here. Infected's going to be able to get a slam on Turk as long as CJ doesn't slam him. Presumably he's got Groggy at this point. Nades himself, hits it onto Infected. Heals himself quite nice. No Groggy. He went for the nade bounce. Questionable choice, I really feel. Gonna see the nano engage here, presumably from Kellen next. Seeker's got to be careful. Slides forward! Slides forward towards tree!
Was he expecting the nano? It's going to go on to Kellen now instead as Seeker has fallen. He's on the backline, does still get slept by RuPaul, but Sugarfree is good for trades on both backliners here. Tree kills Kellen in the end, and it's just turned into a bit of a scrappy dogfight. Tree will clean up just about. CJ with a late trade, but he's not on point, and we will go into one final fight.
Yeah, Kellen's gonna have the primal for it. Infected the mines. Beats are about the same. Realistically, it's probably the pulses and the tank ults you want to look at here for value. Infected is finding Seeker on the left. Slam just about hits some sleep misses.
Kellen has primal.
Now. Yeah, all eyes on Kellen.
Looking for his engage in on the backline here. Want Sugarfree to be available to go as well. Just trying to force point for now, though. Are in last fight situation for both teams. Bubble now just to try and force the objective. Trying to kill Infected. Just get caught by that sleep. Just get naded. They punish Infected. No chance to use that mines. Kellen still has the primal ready to go. And Sugarfree has the pulse bomb. They are going for the backline. Vega tries to walk forward. Can't walk forward. They're all over him. All over Tree. Sugarfree and Kellen good for it right now. Knife has got the last touch. But Kellen is primal in spawn. Kellen and Sugarfree have just torn them apart. And that will be first point going the way of SSG.
Yeah, gotta say, Infected on the ball, not getting anywhere near the value that the monkey is from Kellen here, right? Like, especially when it's an Ana Lucio matchup, you'd expect to see, you know, making this Ana Lucio backline answer some questions, right? Making Lucio decide, am I gonna try and peel, am I gonna go forward? But it felt like CJ was relatively safe for a lot of that round. Liquid gonna swap over to the Malga Compound Village. Are they gonna do Juno Lucio, or are they gonna swap to a brick? Surely they swap to a brick, right? Juno Lucio feels a bit greedy.
Don't know. Maybe potentially might just be like get a bit of a speed amp out of spawn, then swap. I don't know. Especially versus like a Tracer Winston. Yeah, Tracer Winston feels like it's going to be really scary, especially for RuPaul in some of these situations. We'll see what the swaps come, and no, Vega's out, so they are going to keep it. Going to be playing the Malga right now. Will get pinned back at the choke, looking for the sleep. Catch on to Infected. Infected's half HP, will be woken up. Bubble only defensive from Kellen. He will jump back right now. Seeker's on a wide angle, but he is low on support. Can't get out by the time Blissey comes to him. And now pinned back in at the choke. Sugarfree has found a trade out of all of this on point. So I think Bliss and Sugarfree are still trying to play the point fight. Nade onto Infected to clear some space. Now they can walk out SSG, taking this high ground. Going to be able to contest for point as well. Sleep onto the back as well. Looking for it. Sugarfree is there to finish the damn job. Sugarfree with 2. What a sleep from CJ. Just fishing for it across, and it opens it up perfectly for him there.
Yeah, Tree with the trade onto CJ. Going to be nice. Going to enable you to come forward. Rough for Liquid, right? You do everything right other than knife getting picked maybe. You find a pick. You hold the space until point unlocks, and you just go back, and your Juno just gets slept cross map. Rough. Vega's gonna make stop over to the brig now. Not really any else to speak of for Liquid there. And CJ's gonna be back soon. He's 65 to nano. By the time you get to point and have a meaningful flip, that's gonna be a nano onto Kellen, presumably. The SG will have to, the Liquid will have to answer.
Coming out the high ground now, and to be fair, all of a sudden, now its nade perks lines up nicely for CJ. So maybe they were just gambling that it was only going to be the ball they were going to run on Shrine. CJ nearly has Nano coming back right now. Sugarfree has Pulse Bomb, but Recall has been forced. Tree's trying to take a lot of space. Forced to the low ground here. Kellen, he's still going. And actually, Sugarfree is all over Knife's case. Knife is going to keep blinking to the Megas, but there's no Mega there. And Sugarfree and Blissey, they're just taking over the flank constantly. Stomp comes in onto Kellen. He is still fine, though. Double Nano comes out. Kellen's all over in his backline here. And really, all this village success so far, all coming through Sugarfree and Bliss.
Yeah. I mean, it's rough for Knife, right? You have a Tracer Lucio running you down, your team's on the other side of the map. Not even really on a comp that can help you that much outside of Vegas packs. You know, I think the crouch button was stuck there for Kellen, you know, because that wouldn't be any dishonorable play, right? Onto Vega there, on the latest stagger. Anyway, 5 ults for Liquid, 4 ults for SSG. SSG's comp, really hard to walk into or take space here. Wouldn't surprise me if we even saw like Infected try to solo go to point here to start. Knife, looking for it again, but he's just got Blitz.
He's on the run. Blitz needs to be careful to get out of this one. Is able to get out. Overclock start from Seeker. Rally response from Vega to try and shield up a lot of that block for damage. Kellen has dropped the Primal, though, trying to dislodge someone. Does disengage mostly, though. Still a lot of ults for Team Liquid, but they're kind of out. Kellen's trying to bait something out. He's scared of the cage. Reasonable. Bliss has the beat to keep going. Now the beat push comes in. Nade is good as well. Catches Vega, catches Tree. They do lock up a lot of players, though, so Infected should be able to clean it up. Pulse Bomb too. And the cage pulse very much gets the job done in the end there. You can see SSG wanted to bait out the cage maybe a little bit earlier, but, I mean, ultimately, Team Liquid used everything at the end for that retake.
Yeah, not too happy with that pulse from Knife at the end, right? I think everything else was fairly reasonable ult-wise, but the pulse wasn't needed. And now you don't have that get out of jail free card anymore, right? Bliss trying to go through the pressure point early. Nice, good crack. Might get caught by Knife, not quite. Nano for CJ here, going to be a rough one. Presumably has to self-nano by this point as well, so you're not going to be able to push onto him to kill him easily. Sugarfree has his pulse as well, he's been so good with them. Tree with the overclock. Probably looking at him if you're a Liquid fan right now to step up and do something in this fight.
All over Tree already. He's low. Hunt onto Tree. Double slide away. So Tree has given him the slip for now. Overclock still going as well. 1-for-1 trade only. But Seeker kills Infected on point while they try and deal with disengage. Kellen nearly has the Primal to finish the job as well. And they might not even need it. They've just got him. Can't even touch. And SSG win the pool by a country mile in the end, really.
Yeah, that's a rough one for Liquid. I don't know. They actually just don't look elite. You know, they don't look. They clearly. You know, they're clearly good players that know how to play the game, but it doesn't look like what you see from these top-level teams where it just... Nothing ever seems to go right for them, you know? And I don't think that's like as in a, oh, they're unlucky way. It's like a... I feel like they're making it harder on themselves somehow. I don't know. Rough one, actually. That first fight, really rough way to lose, honestly, with a cross-map sleep. And then you're in a position where you have to retake into the Anna Sojourn Monkey. It's really hard. If only there was a hero like D.Va you could swap to, you know? But apparently this region hasn't figured that out yet. Yeah, I know that all their
no D.Va players.
Are maintained.
No D.Va players.
But surely into this type of comp, you don't need to be like... You don't need to be Vess or like KSA or Ziad or anyone on D.Va to make it work, you know? Like, I feel like it can't be that.
Maybe, I don't know, I would have been... I mean, I know Kellen like probably is a better win. I feel like, I don't know, I would have been more like interested to see if them just take the mirror. Like, I know Kennen should be the better Winston, so maybe that doesn't feel great either, but, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, Infected is meant to be, like, really good at ball, right? But it didn't feel like the value was there. It felt like the backline from Liquid couldn't survive a fight, right? But I also feel like they didn't have much say in it, honestly. They'd get naded or they'd get pulsed.
Like,
and
the Primal, the Nanos,
from
the...
SSG,
yeah,
right?
like
SSG didn't really make any mistakes on their dives. So, of course, they're going to kill them.
Yeah, I feel like when we saw Kennen and Sugarfree go in, it was tight. They were on top of it every single time, you know, like clear roles and responsibilities. How much trouble did it ever really feel like CJ had in response, right? Really not that much. Even on Village, I know it's a slightly different comp, but again, we see Sugarfree and Bliss this time teaming up, just taking over the flank. And it's just nothing Knife can do about it, right? Like, you see him getting bullied out of these positions, and it's like, what do you want Knife to do? He's just stuck in a 1v2 constantly, you know? Yeah. And he has to concede for space and go and try and do something else, but as soon as he concedes for space and goes to try and do something else, all of a sudden Sugarfree and Bliss are just completely free to take over the flank.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I see Survas on map 2 because Soros and Danny really want to be Korean, so they're going to pick the Flashpoint map 2.
At least it's a nice hybrid here, you know? There's like you take away a dive map from them, so it's like...
It makes quite a lot of sense in this one
to
do it map 2, I can't lie. But I like peddling narrative, so here we go.
do you want some upsetting numbers? I mean, obviously that was kind of stompy in the end, but like Bliss on a 17 and 2, Vega on a 2 and 8, which obviously feels only so many ways to frame that one.
Yeah.
Infected 2 more deaths than Kellen as well. CJ 4 deaths, RuPaul 5 deaths. Honestly, it felt more for RuPaul, really. I mean, Vega had 8 deaths, so maybe that was some of it as well, you know? Like, RuPaul not getting traded
Vega was
as
just
much,
eating nades, especially on that second round, right? I felt like he just got naded every fight. Yeah, I don't know. I do really see your point that none of these players played either. But I'm looking at a backline of Ana Lucio, and looking at the comp overall, like Monkey, Ana, Lucio, Sojourn. D.Va cannot be like hard to play into that, right? Like if this is EU and you roll into that and you see that comp, every single player, right, is going back to spawn and swapping D.Va. Not 5 D.Vas, you understand, but I mean every single tank player. Because I guess that's just the way the EU theory is, right? They see that as a one-sided matchup. Oh, they're showing FPL on stream. Why didn't they do this for EU? Is it because it's dead? Probably because it's dead.
Is it not dead?
Yeah. First place in EU would be 4th in NA, and it doesn't even get played anymore.
Oh, really?
Haddy was forcing people to play it because he's trying to steal Tread's rank 1. But Haddy and Tread are like the only 2 good people that are playing consistently at this point.
What is it? Is it a player quality issue? Is that the...
Yeah, I mean, it's like a bunch of different things, I think. I think EU has a bunch of people that are just bitches and don't want to play anyway. But I think it's that on top of player quality, you know?
Ooh, thank you, Fix Gem, for the gifted tier 1 to Fork as well.
Liquid are only better on the ball, I think.
I mean, do you want some... Do we get the bans already? I've got the bans if not.
Oh, look at you with your inside source. Go on then.
I was just checking. I'm not repeating. I was going to come on screen. I didn't want to repeat something like I had like, I've got the information when it was on screen 30 seconds ago. But yeah.
It's just you ban D.Va. They're not going to pick it anyway, Max. What are you doing?
But this again...
They didn't pick it last map. They're not fucking picking it.
They did pick it last week, to be fair. So it's not like a... Yeah. Okay. I mean, it was a classic. It was a classic. Also, then like it's like a lose-lose situation. Why don't you? Because you're saying why don't pick D.Va into this comp, whereas on Uncoachable we were like, why are they putting Infected on D.Va?
I mean, I feel like at a certain point, if the comp is like, I don't know, like Monkey, Ana, Sojourn with no Brig, like Ana, Lucio, Monkey, Sojourn, it has to be a D.Va swap, I feel. Like, it has to be.
Ooh, thank you, Juby, for the gift to Smash as well. Nice, Smashy. No more adverts for you. Now, SSG. We're going to be getting more of the same here right now. Again, Knife leaning away from the Tracer. Slam comes through onto the Winston right now. Kellen will jump out here, gets back to his team. Infected will regroup with his backline as well, trying to bully CJ and Seeker back. Seeker has committed that slide. Nade is good onto CJ. Can they find the follow-up? Roll through. CJ just about lives, but I think Blissey on an adventure on the flank. CJ trying to look after himself, but the ball won't leave him alone, and Infected gets that kill.
Good from Infected. This is the thing this is what we need. We need CJ to be able to get punished, right? If you're a Liquid fan, you need to see CJ under some pressure because he just was not at all last match. So it's a good start for Liquid. Exactly what you want to see. Kellen. Just about lives. He's Korean. He knows what he's doing.
All the good Winstons live on 1 HP.
Alright, give you a retake from this right side for SSG. Gotta be careful of RuPaul's nades on choke, mainly for Seeker and CJ. Looks like a Genji Lucio flank from Bliss and Sugar Free as well. Infected, just slam in on choke.
Now rolling through, just onto the Winston, tries to boot Kellen out into a more dangerous position. Kellen a little bit separated from his heals right now, actually runs straight into Knife, and Knife will finish that one here. And honestly, with the type of comp that Team Liquid are playing, the ability to punish Kellen, especially with the Echo, is something they can really lean into here. The ability for the ball to maybe boop his jump as well, or boop his exit jump, maybe most crucially. And then some kind of follow-up. We're actually going to get Seeker swapping onto the cast now, so again, trying to play to counter the ball where we can. Nano coming back for CJ. RuPaul has the same. Knife also got a copy to throw into this one. Maybe a copy and a dive. Really on for Knife there.
Yeah, it's really hard.
What's Nano Echo?
Get any value. Yeah, Nano casts in response, walking through Seeker. Oh, he gets the dink onto Vega. Should be able to finish off Knife here. CJ's actually the one that does it. Tree finds Bliss in the meantime. Gotta be careful. Flip's gonna go SSG's way, but Infected. Looking at Kellen, got him low. Low himself though. Gotta be careful. Maybe gonna get caught by Sugar Free. Nope, ball is too OP. Gets out.
Gets out.
From SSG there, they finally managed to get out with choke, right? Which is, you know, the main thing. They managed to get their backline into the fight.
Yeah, good counter Nano just to relieve a bit of that pressure on him, and now they can hold on to the high ground. Seeker nearly getting up to that high noon already anyways. Marking the flank, keeping Knife contained right now. Even with that copy, hard for Knife to get in versus this. Looking for his angle right now, sticks across the map, does force Seeker back actually. It's going to be an overclock onto the high ground as well. Misses for Disruptor shot here. Blade on top of him right now, forces out the beat from Vega. Bliss doesn't have the beat to answer with yet, but Nade connected onto the backline during all of that as well. Sugar Free can't get that final slash damage. Kellen is going to be naded. Oh, his jump isn't what he wants it to be either. He's on the run. Does manage to get back out and regroup with his team. Bliss now has the beat. 4-person beat coming back in. Doesn't quite find anything with it. And a boop into Kellen as well. Booped into more danger. But they have caught Tree. 1-for-1 trade only right now. Sleep on point. They have to touch soon here as well. SSG are nearly at the point. They're going to keep rotating forward. RuPaul is a little bit split right now. But again, Kellen can't finish the kill. They nearly have another Nano. They're just killing on point while Kellen takes his attention. Nade swing back from RuPaul to keep it contested. Oh, no! The Nano Jax! Not quite in time. Knife dies and they'll clean up on the point as well. SSG will take this first point.
Oh, it's worst case for Liquid as well. Investing the Nano. CJ still got his. Vega pushing, splitting from RuPaul there actually. I don't, you can blame that on either of them, right, for the backline split. But it ends up costing them big time, I think. CJ lucky to live there on the cross. Doesn't quite get caught by Tree. Yeah, rough one. Liquid don't really have any ults. SSG on the other hand, they have the Nano. They're not that far off a Blade either. Eyes on Sugar Free. It wouldn't surprise me if they chuck it on Kellen or Sugar Free here, the Nano.
Yeah, Kellen booped into a nade there as well, and that's going to force him to bubble defensively, so he has to jump out right now, wait for his next bubble timing potentially before he goes for this Nano. They're going to start flipping the point. Kellen will get that Nano, double Nano coming out, looking for the dive. Everyone gets out of dodge right from Team Liquid. They kite this, but they're going to have to concede the point as a result.
Yeah, good kite though. Giving you time to go drone ults. Got to care about the blade coming in, but other than that, you're first on every other ult that is coming up. Tree close to this overclock. Let's just play so. Let's poke and prod. Sugar Free and Kellen both falling low here. Going to be forced to jump back. Nade onto Bliss as well. Going to force him to DP for a bit. Going to get the point ticking. Seeker's going to get caught in the open. Kellen just gets deleted actually. My god, that was a lot of damage. And this is what we need to be seeing from Team Liquid. This is more what you want to see from Team Liquid.
Yeah, make it really hard, because there are certain timings where SSG, where they have the Nano, they have the Primal, these sort of ults that they can really commit quite deeply with. The Beat as well, a good example of this. But in these other ones, if Infected can just keep bullying Kellen around, make all of those jumps really scary into the Echo damage, into the Sojourn damage, they can win a lot of the fights in the neutral. And now Team Liquid sitting pretty, 5 ults in the bank.
Yeah, Genji Lucio flank round coast with the blade here. Liquid, they've got 5 ults to respond though, as you have said. Early overclock from Tree, they're going to
off the map?
Forward. Off the map, RuPaul cannot be allowing that to happen. Beat's going to have to come down from Vega in response. Kellen is low. Knife found CJ at the same time. We've killed the SSG backline. Bliss is one as well. So we've survived it, but maybe made it a bit scarier Never
Sugar
mind,
Free
Blade
wants to
comes out.
clutch as well. Gets one with the blade, actually. Deflect through, mines on point. Are going to make it hard. Dashes towards the mini. Doesn't get the mini in the end. And
Neon Genji.
Team Liquid will be able to clean this one up. A late kill onto Kellen here will really mean there's no touch. But they can't get it, actually. So SSG have a chance here, but it's going to be a very strange touch.
Yeah. Are they even going to go for it? They're definitely going to go for it. Kellen's walking up. Deadeye flank. Doesn't quite catch anything.
Or
Nice.
Copy.
Copy's good. Gets him.
Yeah, Nano on point as
Nano
well
comes
onto
out as
Tree.
well.
Will clean that up. Yeah, Sugar Free gets the trade, but it won't be enough in the end here. Coming to clean up that final kill, but Sugar Free's just got out. Tied up 1-1 right now. Seeker going to make his way back over onto the Sojourn. SSG coming back with double support ult here.
Yeah, you use your Deadeye to get out Nano and Copy. I think you're so happy with that. Hiding here from RuPaul. I like this. It's a good early play. Just got Scout CJ or Bliss or Seeker. Any one of them hit with this name should be enough.
Huge.
Gonna get Seeker and CJ.
Oh,
The slam
perfect.
is good. Nice. Perfect setup from Liquid. Exactly what you need, honestly.
And again, another great way to cheat the ult economy, right? Both support ults coming back here. Worth noting, Infected using the Steamroller perk alongside the hang time, which gives him that extra damage onto the Winston as well. So all of a sudden, some of the times we're seeing Kellen caught in these situations, a lot of what Infected wants to do in this sort of comp matchup anyway, he's now getting extra reward for it with that extra damage.
Yeah, very worth pointing out because he's not even playing pack ready. You know, he's barely even going on backline, like you pointed out. He's doing a lot of his play through Kellen, and it's working. He's forcing CJ to walk up and make himself in danger. But nade onto Kellen, gotta be careful. We're gonna see CJ walk forward here with the self nano onto Kellen. Knife forces Sugar Free out on the side. Nano's not out yet.
Yeah, they need to get Knife out of here. They do force him back. There's a Nano onto Seeker, and meanwhile in main, they bubble up a choke as well. But Team Liquid, they just kite this, or I was going to say they kite it for free. Costs them Vega in the end right now. So SSG regain control of the point for a single ult. Feel pretty happy about that. And now again, we're going to get these situations where Team Liquid, they have to try and retake, but they're going to be doing it into a primal, into a beat.
Yeah, RuPaul's got his own nano though, so he's going to be able to walk forward. Got the beat for Vega as well, so maybe really survivable for Liquid here on the walk forward. Effective's going to be pressuring on point. Wouldn't be surprised to see him mine drop soon. It's exactly what he's going to do. Going to try and pressure Seeker. Hits
Seeker.
one mine.
Our sleep is good from CJ, but it doesn't stop Knife getting the kill with the stickies. They went for the beat push anyway right now, but it is going to go disastrously here for SSG in a very quick retake for Team Liquid.
Crucially, I think for Liquid, you hold on to the beat. You still have the overclock as well, and you're coming up on the copy. So it's actually pretty much exactly what you want, right? You force out a support ult for a support ult and a tank ult. Maybe looking for another early play here in fact. Nah, just scouting. Really rough one here for SSG because any angle you push, you're kind of going to run into an ult, right? You go backline, running into beat. Or you can run into trees overclock on mid.
Oh! Yeah, going nowhere with this one fast at all, and that's going to be easy cleanup. Sugar Free's going to try and blade. We'll get the beat out as well, but it's no hope with this blade now, and Team Liquid will take the lead here on Saravasa.
Yeah, another late blade from Sugar Free there, and what I feel like is a very unwinnable situation. It does force the beat, so it's not the end of the world. Yeah, maybe if it was going to force beat, you always take that, honestly. So maybe it's just fine. But this is going to make the stop over to the brig now. Less about pocketing Sugar Free on the flanks, more about helping CJ, which is good. It shows that what Team Liquid has been doing has been working. CJ feels like he can't walk.
Oh, nade is big again from RuPaul, and Infected will just crush that one with a hang time. Knife will be forced out of copy. Does get traded, actually, though. No main source of healing now. Kellen is priming, but has to get the Mega, and he can't even get topped up that much. Gets the mini. Still no Ana for him, though, so I don't know how much they can really force this point. Infected is still behind SSG as they are walking up right now. They have the overclock if they want to use it, but they really need to wait for CJ. Nade onto Bliss will slow him down. Trying to get a bit of a touch, a bubble at choke here. Playing on low resource. I think they should have CJ back very soon, if not already. Kellen drops out, but now the chase comes through. Knife onto the Farah. Gets marked. Seeker takes him out of the air. 1-for-1 trade, though. They've lost their tank. Sugar Free is low as well. Overclock from Seeker finds a second bow. 3v3. RuPaul is stuck in on point here. Bliss is walking forward. Disruptor shot's going to do so much damage. Trapped in the corner. Seeker and Bliss get two. Infected is there as well. And Seeker messes up his slide, but he's done more than enough.
Yeah, and then that was a very juicy Sojourn at the end there. Knife, one fight on Farah with the nano, doesn't quite find Bliss with it. So I'm gonna go back to the Echo. Yeah, I think it was a good play actually. Like Bliss was lucky to live. Knife was a bit unfortunate. Helen here gonna get chunked early if he's not careful. And Infected's just gonna take the space around the side.
Mine's on point to separate Kellen. Kellen's going to bubble and jump back right now. Tree finds the opening pick, and that was CJ. He had for Nano, but he can't use it now. This is going to be a very easy retake for Team Liquid. I think SSG maybe just cut their losses, reset if they can, lose Seeker on the way out. Oh, might be a lot of late deaths here if they're not careful.
Yeah, it should be. Kellen. No, okay. Yeah. So one more was always dying there. It was just whether Kellen jumped on the grenade or Bliss. Kellen, push Bliss.
You get on that grenade this time, mate. I'll get the next one, I promise.
SSG though, coming up on 5 ults. Liquid coming up on 4. The Nano, we talked about how when you have this self-nano perk, it lets you just walk forward. So CJ's going to be able to play aggressive this fight. As long as he doesn't get needed, he will be fine.
Overclock from Tree, counter Nano onto Seeker right now to take that draw, and Tree is going to get forced back. Now the beat from Vega, rally in response from Bliss. Kellen is 1 HP under all of this. They're able to stabilize here, SSG, and they're coming forward. They've got the blade to keep going if they want. Slam comes in, but they are still swinging right now. Sugar Free in the sky. Nano comes out onto Knife. Sugar Free looking for an opportunity. Primal in response. Sleep. Groggy Perk gets its job done. Now Seeker sliding into this Nano. No fear. Bliss is there with him. They'll clean up on point right now. Kellen primaling him around in the back still. Cleans up root ball. Regroups on point. And retake here, I don't know where Infected is. Obviously, he's actually first to spawn, which will maybe help with this touch. Yeah. But they're going to have to rush it a little bit here, Team Liquid.
Yeah, SSG have this choice now. Do they play on point and shoot what comes, or do they try and win off point and come back? Looks like they're looking for an engage fairly far forward. Maybe going to look at the backline whilst Bliss just march point here.
Yeah, Blade comes out. Sugar Free's deleted 2 already. Sleep onto the copy as well. We'll get 4 straight out of that one. Sugar Free will clean everything up. Infected is still alive, still able to touch, but with the rest of his team dead, he has to concede. 2-2 on Saravasa right now, and a great chance. Well, great chance for both teams here. Pretty even. Infected has the balls. Has the minds. He also has the balls.
Infected has not
Last
been
game of the
muted,
day.
can confirm. Groggy gonna make Infected lose a bit more HP than he wants here. Sleep onto CJ is good though. Bliss is doing his best to save him. Might just do it. Knife and Seeker trade each other out. We're fighting on the last point, guys. We've moved on to the next. Come on. Bliss, low. Tree gets caught instead.
Yeah, RuPaul is rotating only into more danger every corner he turns right now, and SSG will start backing it up towards the point. Finally found where the objective is. Infected actually gets a trade. Mines onto points as well. He's taken it. He's used his balls. Kellen's going to jump on those balls. Nano comes out onto Bliss meanwhile, keeping his backline alive. Both backline will be safe right now. And SSG are able to stabilize for now. They got the first flip. Capture progress already ticking. Thank you, Vin's HCVG, for the tier 1 as well.
Say that. He's like 18. He's like barely 18, man. Anyway, couple support ults for Liquid. Rally for Bliss. DPS ults coming up on both sides. Seeker didn't get his head taken off. Tree's got to be careful here. Kellen going to force him out. Maybe an overclock push here.
Kellen's going to pop a primal in response to getting naded. Boops away for now as Team Liquid are going to try and disengage Beat to keep themselves the ability to push back right now. Tree's trying to walk forward. Dink there doesn't find all that much. Seeker has the overclock now. Nano comes out onto Knife. Seeker just trying to sit here at the back of the map. Got an eye on both of them. Dodges the nade. Goes forward. They've killed Kellen in the back. Knife coming through as well. Sugar Free is stuck in an awful pickle right here. He will get taken down. 2-player advantage. Sleep comes through onto Seeker as well. And that'll finish the job. Has to reload here, actually. No, has to reload and Seeker gets the trade. They still get the retake. Everything's fine. But lost track of how many bullets was in his gun.
Anyway, Liquid, they have to win every fight for the rest of the map, or else they're going to go 0-2 down in the series. They have the copy. They're coming up on mines, or balls, as someone else has called them. But SSG, they're coming up on this Nano Blade. They only need 1 fight. Wouldn't be surprised to see them wait for that.
Oh, Booped out here, big trouble, but Seeker with a peek out punishes Knife on that one. No chance to use for copy. SSG have stabilized player advantage coming forward. They've got Nano Blade available as well. They only need 1 more fight. Team Liquid, they need a miracle. Nano Blade comes out. A dash into the wall. Is that the miracle? He still gets the kill. Gets the dash reset. Even when it goes wrong, it goes right for Sugar Free. Copy Genji out of Knife, but he's more interested in this 1v1 number point. He does win it. But it makes no difference. SSG 2-0 lead in the series.
SSG 1 map off of China now as well.
Looking good for it. 2 map picks in the back pocket if they need it as well.
It was a better map from Liquid, I gotta say. That was more competitive, right? you forced Bliss onto the brig off of the Lucio. There was actual bright spots for Liquid that map, whereas I feel like Nepal was just completely one-sided. I'll be interested to see where they take us next, though.
Yeah, what are we thinking now? Did Team Liquid try something very different? Obviously, Escort is still open, and you sort of have to block Escort, I think, because if you don't block Escort, you leave Dorado open, and you're maybe forced to take a dive mirror. I mean, obviously they've been kind of taking versions of that, but I think that's a particularly tricky one for them. So maybe they go Havana and try and probably a protect support for some kind of Anazen type backline or something. Yeah.
I forget who it was they played it against though, but we were doing a costume on a Liquid game, and they went Havana and played the double flex, and they didn't look that convincing on it.
No, you're not wrong. I know which one. I can't remember the exact one, but I know which one you mean.
Yeah. I don't know if that was during Super Bowl Sunday or what, but I'm not talking about the actual Super Bowl that just happened. I'm talking about whatever. I'm so tired, honestly.
He's struggling. He's struggling for sure.
My brain has been ready to clock out for like 10 years, and then you said infected balls and Kellen jumped on them, and it's
gone.
Gone.
It was gone.
It took that as a sign off, you know? It was like, I need my beauty sleep at 11 PM, damn fucking straight. You know what the worst part is? I woke up at like 1:30 today. I had a long night's sleep, but somehow my brain is still just gone. Admiral's almost crazy. Oh yeah, it was against Nightmare. Yeah, and Admiral went fucking crazy.
Yeah, he became the real Zen player.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that probably has to be the bit. I'll give you the inside track. Maybe they've done it already. So
it's Route 66.
Yep, and it's going to be a Winston ban from Team Liquid and a ban in response here.
Ooh. Okay. Winston ban makes sense. Anna ban. I mean, you're not going to play Anna anyway, presumably, right? Because you're not on Winston. That's not. I doubt that SSG would go like Anna ball, like Liquid have been. So I quite like the Anna ban response when they've taken the Winston off the table. Take away CJ's Anna because you've seen that they like playing the Anna ball. I see the vision.
Yeah. I guess it's worth noting as well, there's also a situation now where, like, because they've used the Winston ban here, if they do get taken anywhere else, maybe like map 4 is not too bad, right? Because it'll just be push. But maybe like map 5 or something, you get taken, so like...
Let's get to map 5 first.
Long-term problems, but for Team Liquid, it's just get maps on the board right now, like... Have to win all of them anyway. Inevitably, some of them are going to be difficult. If not all of them are going to be difficult, So
it'd be pretty fucked up if we 2-0 down in a series and like ban and pick your way into being in a good spot for the rest of the time,
Yeah.
With second ban.
The damage has been caused already, really. Yeah.
Are we gonna handshake Malgamir here? I mean, it makes sense, right? You don't really want to play ball into Malga, I think.
Yeah. Well, like the Anna's banned as well, right? So that enables that.
If you're willing to play the Malga though as Liquid, why the fuck have you not tried it? Like, I know that Anna makes Malga harder, right? But it doesn't make it impossible. It doesn't. It doesn't make it completely impossible. Come on, grow up. Or just pick D.Va. That works too for me.
Yeah, I mean, I think to be fair, there are certain maps where Viana gets really hard, right? Like if it was this Route 66 and Viana's just got these high grounds to sit on, especially for the defensive team, I feel like it could become really oppressive. Ooh, listening.
I said listening for 10 seconds with no comms.
I'm pulling 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1, shoot Maga. 3, 2, 1. Maga countered, Maga. Genji. Maga.
Keep going.
Go.
Oh shit.
We can turn.
Make sure you don't leave me, I love that. Oh, that's so silent.
I think whoever I stomp.
Okay. I can ring
Right. Come right again. Look.
3 to be close.
3 ready.
Ready, I'm ready.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1. Looking back line. I'm on break.
All low.
Turn one.
Need help. Living. I'm done. Oh.
Not living.
Get train, look train.
Go on.
Nice. Dire, get out.
Get one.
Wait, rally, Genius in.
Okay.
All right, couple of late trades from Knife and RuPaul really save the day a little bit here. So Kellen and SSG, they're going to have to give space right now. But because they won a couple of fights in a row here, SSG do sit on a pretty nice ult lead, especially on no support ults coming back here. Knife will have the blade, but the best he can probably hope for is to go with the blade and hope to trade it for Ray and live.
Yeah.
Difficult situation for Liquid still.
Helens has so much HP early, going to force the beam out. And Liquid going to be super happy to just backstep disengage it. I think that's perfectly played from them. As long as they don't get... Oh, here, Tree's gone low, but he's fine. Seeker's looking for him, but yeah, really happy with that, I think, if you're Liquid. Don't know what the hell Kellen was doing. Blitz?
Oh,
Blitz? Knife?
he's not Thanos at all, is he? Knife's going to come in now and clean up everything else with Blade. It felt like Blissey already given him a gift. Kellen gets a late trade for what it's worth, so there is a recontest in all of this. Seeker's going to get staggered out. The payload is moving. They do have a recontest here, but bizarre series of events.
That might be the worst Brig play I've ever seen. His team was not ready for that at all, so it's not as if they were calling it a rally push. Anyway, going to be an 8-ult fight here. Blade for beam, lost on either side. So you're probably looking at Liquid with the beam and the point control, saying fight around that and we'll be fine. Tree, going to start with the overclock from back on though.
Rally used as well from both just to try and provide that extra shield so their soldiers can keep shooting, but it forces a little bit of a stalemate. Vega's going to try and walk forward. Ray and Cage have been invested as well. Cage on point. Kellen's trying to buy valuable time. Cage comes back. He's so low. Kellen will die. Sugar Free now needs to get it done with Blade. Slashing through. They're all quite low. Needs more kills. They still have Malga disadvantage right now. They have to stay on the payload. They need to beam down this Malga. They can deflect now. Tree still finds a kill despite that deflect being in his face. They have just about enough right now. SSG just need to try and keep themselves alive here.
Yeah, this is certainly overwatchable time. Tree's going to be forced back here. RuPaul as well. I'm starting to see maybe why these teams aren't leaning into the Malga. We're going to see Ray for SSG, but no answer for Liquid. Knife hasn't, managed to keep up with that farm of the first ults. Got to be careful here because this beam on point is so rough. Kellen's just going to lose all his HP before it even comes out though. Running theme for him this round. Seeker's nearly getting caught.
Ray-Ray.
They were saying beam is late. Bliss is dead. Seeker's 1 HP, not even in the fight. Yeah, okay. Kellen is losing so much HP so early.
Yeah, because if they were just able to buy enough time to get to that Ray, as soon as Team Liquid overstepped, they could just press for Ray. Really great chance to clean them all up there, but everything went wrong before they even got that opportunity. Now, they'll get first point in the end of Team Liquid, and it really wasn't the cleanest right now, so they'll be grateful to get that one. In reality, Kellen's mistake and then maybe Bliss's before it are the two main reasons I think Team Liquid were able to win a fight there. Now, SSG going to come back round trying to hold and fight early here.
Yeah, they're going to go for the 3-5 strat. Knife's going to dash through, pops out the blade, finds Bliss, just about dodges the slam, I think that was. I'm not entirely sure. Loses the Juno, but damage is already done.
Yeah.
You're so happy with like a clean, no trade fight win with just Blade.
Yeah, quite quick as well, so not even the most ult charge really got by SSG and all of that as well. So now Team Liquid can actually keep pushing this snowball with their Ray, Rally, Cage, Overclock. Yeah, it's actually such a good situation for the snowball now for Liquid.
Yeah. Yeah, SSG, you're going to struggle to get out of this choke as well. The Genji here, meeting with the deflect, the E on choke. And the moment they do get out, Tree is just going to sit up here, press Q. Cage comes down as well.
Wait, whiff? They have a chance. Rally coming back out for Bliss right now. They have the Blade. Ray used from RuPaul. Vega has the Rally to answer this Blade. Bash onto point will finish off Kellen right now. Sugar Free still has the Blade if he thinks he can see the clutch right now, but they are low, and SSG are not going to go for the clutch this time, and they concede second point so quickly.
Yeah, Liquid really tried to lose that, I feel.
There was an opening. There was an opening.
Yeah. They're going to use all their ults to get to third. Really reasonable, I think, overall, right? You're quite happy to use the bank to get the cap. Knife is coming up to Blade. SSG, though, they have close to 4 ults. Should be able to, get this fight win, at least.
Yeah, Blade comes in over the top here, and Sugar Free is good for it as well. Very similar situation, Blade versus no Blade. We'll clean this one up. 0 trades on the side of SSG as well, so they can continue to hold what is probably one of the strongest corners to hold here on Route 66 defense, really, here. 3 ults in the bank. Great chance to recover a little bit here, SSG.
Yeah, gotta be scared here, Liquid, really. Like, you've got 2 Brawlers on the side of SSG, and all you've got is Blade. Eyes on Knife to try and do something similar to what he did on second. See if he can clutch something. He's found Seeker. He's going to chase him. I presume he has 2 slides. Oh. Never mind. No, he doesn't. Bliss has come to try and save him. Wants some as well. Can't dash through a cage, mate, although I respect the effort. But the cage invested. Actually, wait, what? Why have we invested the cage when we're all already dead? Weren't we already dead?
No, it was already up. It was up before the Blade was pulled.
Oh, okay.
It's just, I think if anything, it's more the fact that Seeker and Bliss were just trying to play in a side fight and then just left themselves in a situation where they could get bladed while they were trying to take the cage fight on point. Okay. If you play near Kellen there, Knife is in such a difficult situation, right? Because he has to go into the cage to get value, and then he's much easier to deal with. Now, though, SSG have the ults. Yeah, Overclocks will be traded right now. Both taking pot shots down main. Body shot onto both of them right now. Tree's going to go for a little peek shot. Doesn't find anything. It's going to be a stalemate for this one. CJ has for Ray, but RuPaul is very close behind. And actually, if Team Liquid, they're going to get both support shots and their cage as well. They buy enough time for their ults here. Might be enough. SSG really needs Sugar Free's Blade for this big ult trade.
Yeah. It's going to be so rough into the beam cage from Liquid, right? I mean, you have your own beam. It's not unwinnable. Knife, I think, was nearly the one that got called there. Double beam's going to come out on point. Cage nearly jacks it. My God, he's lucky. Blade out, rally out. Sugar Free just swinging, just cleaning up though. And you'd think, especially with the stagger on RuPaul, that will be they're pushing in the bin.
Yeah, it's a fast hero
swap. Knife is your only hope, really. I mean, there's no answers to the Blade, right? So if he gets in and doesn't just get one shot, really doable.
Yeah, Seeker's getting close-ish to the overclock, but with Tracer Ball, they can stall it out for a little bit. All eyes on Knife, though, to be the clutch factor here for Team Liquid. He's half HP already. He has to dash to get the touch. He gets punished by Sugar Free. And that's the clutch factor gone. Seeker's about to have overclock, and this should just end it. We'll stop him here on 3rd point. One last attempt from Vega. No hope, really, though. Always a very difficult situation. Really, it was the fight before, but the fact that Sugar Free was able to get to the Blade in that big fight, even with the cage advantage there, Ray Blade, even if you're locked in a cage, you're just doing so much damage anyway. You can just clean up all those kills too quickly. And SSG recover, but not really a defense they'll be not happy with, I think.
No, I really feel like that was Liquid getting 2 points there was SSG's decision, it felt like almost, right? Especially when it comes to first, like Keller just takes so much damage, 5% off Blade for no reason. Bliss, that will pop up in my nightmares tonight. Like, what was that? I don't know if he had the rally yet and it was like meant to be like a double bash forward rally play, but even if it was, his team was not on the same page, clearly, because Keller was nowhere near. No one was running forward on the same frame. We're going to see the mirror again on defense. Yeah, I think Liquid, off of that round, I'm not confident that they're going to be able to win this, because that looked very SSG heavy, you know?
Yeah, I think still a little bit worried. Well, also 2 maps down. Maybe should escalate that to a lot worried if you're a Team Liquid fan. If you're only a little bit worried now if you're a Team Liquid fan, you're an incredibly composed and calm individual. Listening for SSG.
Yeah. When you guys ping ready, I go walking.
Yeah.
They're fighting.
Fighting.
So,
It is a threat.
Can you talk?
Only for the man, only for the man.
He's ready.
3, 2, 1. Split.
Break close, break close.
Get him. Let's go. They're all shooting me.
You can push car.
Get him on point.
Little back. Slow.
Search up,
We're there.
I'm playing so.
Can you go finger right side? I go right side. Sword on left side.
Yeah, I'll go left. He's ready?
Coming. One, split.
Swing left.
Swing.
To left.
Swing ready. They're trying to trade me.
It's okay.
Only one.
All right, pretty extended fight there, but you feel like Team Liquid are actually so low for so much of that fight before they can finally find the finishing blows. But SSG get it, and they're now in a good snowball situation. Really important fight here for SSG, where they have this slight ray advantage, slight blade advantage, or very slight blade advantage, just slightly before on everything. If they can start this ult trade quickly, Team Liquid just find themselves in this awkward situation where they die just before their ults come online right now. They have got the high ground now, though, Team Liquid. They're stalling it out, so maybe we're going to get a longer exchange right now. CJ looking for a chance, but they're just trying to get the payload moving. Overclock first from Seeker, just sort of shooting back. Vega will respond with a rally. Shield up for that, blocking the shots. Now the Ray trade comes in. Blade is available for Sugar Free. Rupal gets taken down above it, though. Now they come in. Blade out from both Genjis, runs into it. Sugar Free finds one, but Infected side on point. They are stuck in the cage. Rally is going from Bliss. He's trying to use the cage to live. And Sugar Free trying to clutch it out. 1 HP. Now he's got it. Has the deflect as well. Trying to play for the Mega. Will get the Mega. Infected's going to try and get the kill. If Sugar Free just lives, his spawn should be back very quickly. Sugar Free has been set on fire, so we'll back it up. Infected needs to try and play his life here right now.
Yeah, gotta be careful. SSG will have the better spawns. Team Liquid, though, they have the better ults if they manage to make it back. Tree just about lives. Cage is gonna get popped by Infected. Kind of forced. Like, maybe could have given a bit more space. Overclock's gonna come from Tree. Have to get the kills now or never. Vega finds Seeker. Tree finds Bliss. Tree finds CJ. That's all you need. Infected. He did good, I think, right? Maybe you can argue he could have waited like an extra 2 seconds or whatever. But he had to touch eventually. And he knows he's gonna die, so he just gets as many people as possible in the cage. And Tree's able to come and do the cleanup.
And now Infected has plenty of time to get back from this next fight. They can set up on high ground again. Full ult reset, basically everything invested over the course of those last 2 fights. So very much a neutral. But the neutral's always very difficult in this situation if you're the attacking team, because you have to try and cross underneath them, which means just so much damage you take on the way in. Chance to get the HP advantage of the Malga. Keep pushing the Malga as he rotates underneath. Kellen's going to stomp underneath right now. You see Infected go for the counter stomp, actually. Maybe just puts himself into the open a little bit here. They're trying to trade onto it. Bash into an Infected, yeah. Just gets punished for that. Don't know why he tried to stomp in there, really. Could have just dropped and got the same angle, and it's just going to line up an easy neutral clean up for Sugar Free.
Yeah. I mean, looking a bit scary at times for SSG, but they're going to be able to roll the cart through the first doors. And, you know, they've got a good ult eco going on to second as well. Liquid, not terrible either. But it's not the... I prefer to have SSG's ult eco than Liquid right now. Put it that way.
Yeah, coming up to potentially a very volatile situation with both Rays and both Blades, but SSG might just... They've got space to roll the cart a little bit for free. Maybe start with an overclock again, take some space. They want to fight early here, though. Deflect comes out from Knife. Ray will be used. Knife is backing up. Infected is walking into the Ray. They just want to take multiple fights here. Don't walk into the light, Infected.
Yeah, not too bad. It's clearly what Liquid wanted to do, right? Maybe they'd preferred it to be a bit of a clean fight where they could get more ults out. But it's fine. They get the beam out. They're going to take this massive ult fight now, and they're going to have the beam advantage in it, even if they don't have the cage. You know, we were speaking before, beam Blade. Blade in these, like, brawl fights, really able to turn it. So when you have the beam advantage, can really, really help.
Knife trying to make his way in the flank as the rally starts. It's actually a stop, though. Kellen, did his cage get bashed? Maybe I think his cage got bashed, actually. Sugar Free's going to go in deep anyway. Takes care of the backline, but Knife has made short work of it. Yeah, I don't see the cage. I think he got bashed by Vega there. And Sugar Free gets the job done with his blade, but it's not enough. He's actually going to get Tree out as well. But the trades won't mean anything. The payload stopped.
Yeah, quite happy with that. If you're Liquid, I think it was a good play by them to push forward and get the backline trade. Sacrifice Rupal Vega. Still has the beam Rupal as well for this next fight as well. So Seeker has the overclock. Pretty much your only clear win con, right? You don't want to fight in the beam. So you're going to need Seeker to click some heads this fight.
Pops the overclock as well. Tree will respond. This forces a bit of a deep peek from both. Tree will slide, Seeker will slide backwards. Actually gets it onto Seeker now as well. Clean kill, wins that overclock trade. Still have to worry about the Ray as they walk forward here, though, SSG. Trying to clear it out. Vega will bash forward. Ray comes out. Kellen with the backwards overrun. Rally response from Bliss. Bash onto it. Has to be careful, though. They still have the Ray. Now pushing in. Try to separate Bliss underneath here. Bliss gets out, though. Avoids Infected. Cage comes out now from Infected. Kellen is caught up in that one. Seeker's going to dive into it as well. Most dangerous way to regroup with his team. And the cage will get the cleanup in the end. They're going to try and stall out CJ, but CJ is running for the edge. one more chance here for SSG on second.
Yeah. The ults. I mean, that if the fight goes long, they'll have the better ults, but they're not really going to have an advantage early. So they're going to have to deal with crossing under without anything to really help them. It looks like Liquid might be going for like an earlier choke engage, or they're thinking about it at least with the way that Infect is playing, right? Kellen's slammed through. They're actually going to turn on Kellen, I think. Kellen's got to be really careful here.
Oh, he's in big trouble. He's in big trouble. He's just going to get taken down. Seeker finds a trade. They need more out of this, though. Seeker gets sent right back. Sugar Free, though, we're into overtime, so Sugar Free forced to take the fight. Don't quite have Ray, don't quite have Blade, don't quite have anything SSG. Definitely don't have a tank. Ruddy comes through from Vega, a Blade as well. Ray from CJ to try and live with a Blade on top. Knife takes him out of it. It was a 3v5 anyway. It was a very difficult fight, but Team Liquid claim their first map in the series.
Yeah, I think Knife had a really good map there, especially towards the end. Both Genjis did, to be fair. Sugar Free was doing well as well, but Knife played very, very well. Now, if you're SSG, it doesn't matter because you get to go to a monkey map, presumably. This is going to be a nice Esperanto when you play monkey anyway, right?
Push,
No one picks Colo. Yeah, no one picks Colo. Yeah, I mean, it's good for Liquid that they win the Malgamir, you know? Very nice, very good. But, presumably, SSG aren't going to opt into the Malgamir now, right? They're just going to play what they were winning on before.
Yeah, going to
go
go
back.
back.
Don't have that monkey ban anymore.
Yeah, some type of Winston-based comp. What it means as well is because there's no Winston they don't have to worry about Winston being targeted. They can just continuously protect support.
Protect Ana, yeah. You just protect the Ana every map now and play the monkey.
And that seems to be what's happening. So we are going to Esperanza. SSG have banned Lifeweaver. And we're going to get a Sombra ban in response here, which maybe implies that they're going back to the ball here as well from Team Liquid. Looking at the numbers from the previous one there, obviously Team Liquid's first map win. Pretty even all round, honestly, even though it was like a second point versus first, or a third point versus second point hold. Maybe Infected 31 and 10. Actually 33 and 10 here. Yeah, it's really similar numbers. Maybe Sugar Free the star there, 43 and 9 in all of this, despite being on the wrong side of the victory screen.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be said, Ceravasa as well. I think Liquid, you know, for the most part, did look like the better team. They looked like they figured out how to play the matchup a bit better, right? So I don't think you have to be super, super worried as a Liquid fan right now, right? For some reason, it's saying that we're going to Route 66 again.
Run it back!
Run it back! We've called that map.
We're pretty good at Route 66. I think we'll pick it again if that's all right with you guys.
Yeah, anyway. The Ball versus Winston matchup, it looked like it was starting to even out a bit, right? Like it was a dogfight, Ceravasa. I think the stats were even leaning Liquid's way a little bit. So yeah, I mean, it's Esperanca because nobody on this fucking planet would rather play Colo than Esperanca. Which, honestly, fair. Who cares about Colo?
Yeah.
My head is gone.
It's like a dive. Yeah, it's a diveable map here. So, but I mean, especially if you're just going to end up in like a Winston versus Ball mirror anyway. Someone asked why not ban Juno. I think it's just going to be like it's not going to be a relevant hero in the matchup. So I think obviously they want to protect support here at SSG so that they can mainly protect the Ana, but also between the Lucio and the Brig, they actually kind of want both options open for them, you know?
Yeah.
So they want those options open. So you don't want to ban Vienna because obviously you want to play it. You don't want to ban the Lucio. You don't want to ban the Brig. What else are they really going to play? Well, they've really only played... I guess they have played Juno Brig in some places, but I feel like they would still also actually rather play like Ana Brig or something in this type of... or Ana Lucio. So I don't think... I mean, you could argue they could have banned Kiri or something, but I think we're like... not a huge amount of value either way. Like, the value is for protection rather than any kind of impact.
Yeah, it's all in the protection rather than the hero being, like, banned, you know?
I guess there is a chance they could play Malga, right? So you could potentially just chalk that one off, you know? Or, like, remove any chance of it by going the Juno. So there probably is slightly more value to have. but I think they're probably... The impression I get is very much both teams are pretty confident what the other one's going to play.
Yeah. Alright, finally got the real map pick now, and Team Liquid have been given their root win. So we're going to see what X has already told us. Weaver Sombra ban. He's a prophet, how did he know?
How did I know? So, yeah, the Sombra, obviously, again, to enable the ball. I don't think we would have seen it, honestly, either way.
No,
really.
but it's also like, what else are you going to ban, really, right?
Yeah, so you might as well take the option away, right, in case it's there.
Maybe,
So
oh,
go on.
Oh, no, it was Liquid running Echo, right? I was going to say maybe an Echo ban, but it's obviously been knife on it.
100%. Yeah, maybe if anything, if they have a Tracer ban still, maybe you take Tracer away from Sugar Free. I think they used it already, though, actually, maybe.
I think
I'll
they used
check.
Genji and Tracer in the first 2 maps, right?
Yeah, maybe they've used both those bans already. Tracer would have been the only one. Used on Suravasa, yeah. Yeah, that would have been the one, but obviously that's the game. That's the same thing they tried to do. And to be fair, the Suravasa actually did feel a lot trickier. You know, all that value we saw Ken and Sugar Free get on the Winston Tracer on the pool, they couldn't get on Suravasa because it was a Genji instead, right? So it just plays slightly differently. And actually,
Team Liquid, get it now, though.
Team Liquid curveball, actually. Going to be rolling out on the Mauga here. Was expecting the ball. The Sombra plan really implied that as well. But instead, we're actually going to try and run Mauga into this. So Team Liquid trying an alternate solution here.
Yeah,
to
I mean,
the
I
SSG
like
dive
it,
problem.
honestly. I like it. Whilst Suravasa was close, I don't hate them deciding to go a different way.
And I think the Mauga comp, especially with the Kiri, does have legs into this monkey comp. Yeah, they're going to get early point control here. Just a little Tracer duel on the side, not really of any consequence though.
Now, going to be a relatively slow neutral here. Both Sojourns will fish for opportunities. CJ can fish for nades, but really Kellen can't commit that aggressively until they have the nano. So Kellen will just be peeking, taking damage, charging up that nano here. If they ever get an opportunity, though, Team Liquid, maybe even after a nade or something, a chance to maybe just go aggressively onto the backline here or onto CJ, should be willing to take it. Kellen's just going to try and jump for space, but Knife responds to that. Kellen awfully low. That's too much damage. Kellen will die actually here. Gets punished for that jump. Even one jump to the side, too much here. Team Liquid are all over that. And now it's going to be a full disengage from SSG.
Yeah, I mean, it's really rough for SSG, right? Like, they're 30 off the nano, so they weren't even farming it that quickly. I'd probably prefer to see Kellen just sit main and play for the nano farm instead of stage, because your Ana can't really walk up with you, you know, so not going to be able to get around the corner. Now, Liquid up on this high ground. I assume it's Knife on point, just slowly pushing. Yes, it is. It's going to be really rough for SSG to dethrone them from up there.
Yeah, gonna have to rely on this nano, but even if they get that nano and go in, it's gonna be a tricky one for Kellen, really, because Team Liquid have a positional advantage, so ready for it. They have stabilized the cart here at least, got control back of that. SSG stalled it under bridge. Nano ready to go now, so all eyes on this dive. Is Sugar Free in position to go as well? Looks like he's just underneath on point right now. Jump onto the high ground from Kellen. Does get the nano as they try and engage on him. Just stuck shooting a Mauga right now. Kellen wants more. Drops onto the Tracer actually. Knife will blink forward, but they get a bit of space, but not a lot more right now. And now Team Liquid, they have ults and a pick to boot as well. Kellen's going to have to back jump here. Pressure on him right now. Knife going to blink, regroup with his team, and Team Liquid have stabilized without using a single ult.
Yeah, they're going to bully them back into short here. CJ's got to be careful to not get caught.
Oh, Kitsune rush to
We're going to go to
chase.
Kitsune. We want to chase. CJ's really in danger here. Note that, maybe not even an amp, but just the speed away.
Where they're going to touch as
Maybe-
well. Sugar Free and Kellen coming. Yeah, they're going to rotate and turn it into a flip here. SSG not giving it up. Kellen has the primal to keep going as well. Here they come, looking for it. Beat will come out in response. Keeps RuPaul safe from that. Blissey dies, 5% off Beat. Juggle in here onto the Sojourn. He's getting taken for a ride here, Tree. But the ride goes both ways. He's going to get out as well. Suzu for RuPaul. Bubble not quite where he wanted. Seeker will find one trade, but that's all they get. They'll get the cap in the end here. And disaster start for SSG there.
Yeah, bit of a mess on the Kitsune from RuPaul, maybe a bit late to catch anything, but doesn't end up mattering. And now, poor Kellen, man. In fact, he's going to have this cage. There's no nano to save him. There's no primal to save him. The beat, it won't be enough. Eyes on Sequin Tree here for the overclocks, I think, because that will be the only real swing factor if not. Because in fact, it's just going to be rooted to card.
Yeah, overclock used as well. Nade onto Infected. Beat comes out from Bliss to keep everyone safe from that. They Suzu tree underground. Bliss is looking for it, but has to be careful. Sugarfree does finish for kill, though. Seeker's fighting a Tracer in the back, but he's scared this Tracer away now. Infected trying to come forward, and it feels like Team Liquid very much intentionally not investing that cage, keeping that for the fight on their side of the map here. Oh, Seeker!
Yeah.
Oh, wait, RuPaul's found a trade. Infected's 1 HP. They should be okay for it still.
What is happening?
Yeah. Made a bit of a meal of it on the end. It felt like SSG had actually won the fight a few moments ago, but end up taking a few extra trades that they wouldn't have liked to. Do come back though, Nano, Pulse Bomb, but still got to worry about this cage from Infected.
Yeah, another Kitsune coming up for RuPaul and the beat from Vega as well. Like, it's going to be impossible. Oh, walked into the sign there, Spectator. Unlucky. Going to be impossible to dislodge Infected from point when he makes it there. So going to have to try and go over or around him.
Yeah, going to be really tricky as well. Nearly half a Nano, nearly half a Primal, but the problem is, again, these ults just still vulnerable in cage. Nade onto Infected right now. Looking for their opportunity. Knife is just trying to mark the side angle here as well. Keep them in control of all the space here, Team Liquid. Knife is just trying to stick down all the threats. Now we get the Pulse Bomb out. Oh, Blissey caught that one. Nowhere to go. Kennan's going to pop a Primal. Kennan's going to kill the cage. He's going to kill RuPaul. He's got Tree on his mind as well. Takes care of him. Kellen cleaning everything up. CJ needs a little bit of help. CJ doesn't need any help at all. He's killed Knife. The bubble is out as well. CJ will get traded. Now it's a 1v2. They should be able to clean this one up, though. I don't... Wait, no! He's got too many guns. Seeker will win it. 9 players die in the course of that one now. And slowly but surely, SSG can gain a few meters off that.
Yeah, bit of a dogfight. But, you know, we got 6 meters on the board now for SSG. But they're going to have to instantly give it up. Now, you're going to be playing into this Kitsune beat for Liquid. It's a rough look, honestly. Seeker with this overclock 20% off. Going to have to really be the saving grace, because... I mean, Kellen's not going to be able to kill anything with this. Sugarfree's not got a pulse to try and get through this. So, really all eyes on Seeker.
Yeah, in reality, it's a very well-managed fight. Even though Team Liquid eventually lost that, they only invested the cage, so they traded the ult economy so massively in their favor. Kellen's going to try and jump out right now. Is Boot back in? Problems for Kellen. More problems for Vega, though, as he's caught between Sugarfree and Seeker. Infected can get the trade. He's on to CJ now as well. Defensive nade, but Sugarfree's tearing them apart. Trades left, right, and center here. It's going to turn into another dogfight. 3v3. Suzu to get Knife out of that one. TP has been used right now. 1 HP onto this Kiriko. Kellen will finish that one off. Not making the same mistake again. Not looking to fight in his Malga. Blissfo, he will learn his lesson the hard way, as Infected is going to take him down as well. Bubble to play with this time, Kellen. He's still taking so much goddamn damage. It was just the Malga shooting him.
Really, like, fine fight for SSG though, right? You get a Kitsune out, and look at the ults now. Nice. You got 5 ults coming up. Liquid, they have the cage, they have the beat, they have the DPS slots themselves. But this SSG comp, when it has space and when it has the ults, it's so easy to pick apart this Malga comp on the walk-in.
Knife on the flank right now, Pulse Bomb in hand. We are once again in this cage situation. SSG have about as many answers as they could hope for, though. They're keeping Knife in check for now. Blissey wants some heat. Knife's going to fight him right back, though. Beat trade comes in. Response comes through from Bliss as well. Nano overclocking all of this. They are locked in the cage, but everyone's nanoed in the cage and Infected is antied. CJ will get traded, as does Seeker. They're trying to steal the cart during all of this, but Knife denies the cap. Takes the Tracer battle as now. Both recalls have been forced. Pulse Bomb out onto Knife. He blinks into him. He takes them both with him there as well. Tracer cancel each other out right now. Bliss and Kellen are still battling away. Tree's getting taken for a ride, but he hits the shot. Unbelievable series of events. Quality of play actually on show from the DPS players.
Yeah, some insane mechanical players there from like every DPS player it looked at. Yeah, Infected use of the cage dies, but you know, everyone in it has to follow suit. RuPaul with another Kitsune here. As long as we can stay in this as a team for Liquid, it's going to be kind of rough to get a trade because any names are just going to get cleansed. Tree with this overclock again as well is going to be pretty fucking scary. It's going to play slow for another Liquid.
Overclock for Tree now as well. Just get catch and nade as he comes in right now, but Kellen has to jump out. They are on the chase. Tree, so much damage onto him, but can't confirm the kill there on Kellen. So they just about stabilize, but again, the value Team Liquid keep getting out of these cages. Oh, good kill by Tree. Kellen's going to jump in one more time, but he has to back it up, I think. They're trying to rotate aggressively. Kellen will jump out. Tree looking for it, just about gets off a high ground. Kellen is so low, boot down. Will get finished off. Nope, he lives, but Seeker dies, actually. They're now pinned in the corner, trying to heal him up. CJ's getting closer and closer to Nano, but he's running out of teammates. Now he's getting chased down. No hope for CJ. And I think it all comes down to Team Liquid's game plan seems to be, we'll use for Cage. You'll have to commit 3 or 4 ults to just even have a chance in that Cage fight. And then we just have ult advantage for the rest of the fights.
Yeah. Double support all here for Liquid. Pulsing the wall nearly gets Seeker, nearly walked into it. Eyes on CJ for the Nano, probably. I mean, they're close for a lot of ults. Kellen's just going to evaporate, though. Tree with the Kitsune manages to finish him. Good peel onto Vega, just about keeps him alive. Never mind, spoke too soon.
Yeah, CJ gets a kill. I think it was a Nano Jax fair, I think, going towards Kellen. Sugar Free gets the trade. They might be able to just trade their way out of this right now. We'll be able to stabilize it, but they conceded a massive lead here, SSG, so it's going to be a long way back. They're still not actually done yet. They're still trying to deal with this Tracer. Rupert will go down. In comes Infected. Stomps. Wait, Infected's killed too! Infected's going to reload. Going back, wants to stop the payload though, wants to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. They are players down right now, Team Liquid, but it's just more time off the clock for them. They don't even really care. They still have a Cage in the back pocket too.
Yeah, they're going to choose to disengage. Don't want to be forced to use any of these ults suboptimally. Good choice, I think. They're going to play the high ground. SSG now. Clock, Primal, Beat. Not going to help you in a Cage really. Though. Even the Beat won't be enough. Kellen and Sugar Free. Going to force the Primal.
Beat is good.
Survive it. Yeah, good Beat actually.
Alright, they're going to disengage it right now. They're still trying to catch him. Seeker with one actually. Need to avoid too many trades here. Infected and Vega coming for him now. Seeker's going to slide back to deal with this Mauga. Loads of damage. They lose CJ again. Kellen's trying to clean them up. They get more trades though. Going to get very awkward for him. Bliss trades that one out. They can stabilize. Vega is stuck behind, as is RuPaul. The backline is just there. They're both half HP right now, but Team Liquid backline can get out. They need to regroup on middle now.
Yeah, they're going to be tapping the point, but just like earlier, that's going to give everyone on Liquid the good spawn. Same thing we've seen in both games now.
Yeah,
this
they've
one's a
all
bit less
spawned now
egregious.
already, yeah.
Yeah, you yourself also have 5 people coming as well, like a lot quicker. DPS ults and Kitsune coming up for Liquid here though. Nothing really for Space Station. Gotta be looking for a nade. Does come through, but yeah, Kellen's just dead. Pulse from Knife. Pulse from Tree. Pulse onto Tree from Sugar Free. Not before he kills Seeker though. And she's gonna clean up for Liquid. And you know, again today, the Mauga has just hard stomped a monkey.
Yeah, all of a sudden they tried to protect the comp, but it didn't feel that comfortable at all. The ult economy was the big one, right? Because you always talk about these Winston Ana type comps, and you talk about ult cycling, right? Like, let's win a fight with Nano, then we can win a fight with Primal, Nade, you know? Then we can go with Blade or whatever it might be, you know? Or Beat Push.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, they were using 3 or 4 ults in all of these Cage fights. And it just meant that then, to be fair, all the Cage fights, they did okay in terms of they actually won a fair amount of them, or at least slightly... You know, they traded positively. Like, they won the fight, but it was like an 8-person die type situation, you know? But the problem is then, all the other fights, they're just in these situations where RuPaul and Vega just have their ults, right? And then, how do you play these slow neutrals in these situations where the Mauga can just keep bullying you, and they can chase you around?
Yeah, and now, I feel like, ironically, the fact that we protected Ana that last map has left SSG in a position where going into map 5, you're unable to ban this Mauga. Because if you do, your Ana's going to get banned and you're not going to be able to play your monkey, and they're going to play their bull and be really happy, right?
I mean, if it's just like a Dorado and you're just playing Kiri Lucio, let's say, versus Kiri Lucio, Bull v Bull.
Yeah, but again, I feel like that's better for Liquid, right? You'd rather be on a Bull v Bull mirror. Whereas, like, obviously, like, it's hard to say, oh, you should just soft throw map 4 or make map 4 harder so you have perfect bans for map 5, right?
Yeah.
But, you know, like, it's hard to say that, right? In benefit of hindsight, yeah, should have done it. But you can't just say, oh...
Well, yeah, because what you also have to bear in mind is I don't think they were, like... They won that matchup very heavily on the Pool Village, right? Like, in the exact same matchup. And, again, so the impression I get is this comp has been working. They weren't that, you know, they were quite happy to go to it. They banned to protect this comp. because they thought they had a chance to win here as well. I think even if you think there's a chance to set up a better map 5, it still feels such a rough, you know, you have to concede so much momentum in the series to go to map 5. And when there's probably like a little bit in between both, so...
Why is the root win red as if that won them the series? You see NA broadcaster. Yeah, no, it is going to be Dorado, which I think is the correct map choice. I assume... Go on.
You want the ban? So yeah, let's see. No subs, obviously. And it's going to be a Zen ban from SSG and, wait for it, an Ash ban from Team Liquid.
Okay.
So, SSG have
sure.
to protect support, right? To protect the Ana, that's kind of what we talked about. So they're probably going to play Ana, Brig, Winston.
And to be fair, right? Liquid have rocked up an Ana Zen comp of their own on maps similar to this, like Havana, right?
So it's
not impossible that they'd play this. So it's about as good a ban as I think SSG can have, really.
Yeah, because you'd either go that direction or the Kiriko, but SSG have already used the Kiriko all the way back on map 1 ban, right? So it's like, you're not going to see an Alara, you're not going to see a Baptiste, you know, probably about as high value as you can get when you have to ban support to protect Ana. Then the Ash ban on the other side. I mean, obviously, like Seeker.
I don't know.
Nah, I mean, maybe I don't think Seeker plays that much.
To play the Widow, right?
Yeah, I think there's also like Seeker doesn't actually play it that much either. You know, like we'll play the Ash or something instead as well. Maybe they just think there's maybe something about like the Bull matchup into Sojourn feels way nicer than the Bull matchup into Ash when Ash has the coach gun, right? Like it's not like a game-changing interaction, but it's slightly nicer for the Bull not to have to deal with that extra boop.
I've got people in my chat saying that they think the map stops Malga. I think the map definitely makes it harder, but I don't think it's as simple as impossible, you know?
Which one? The Dorado, you mean?
Yeah, like Malga on Dorado, I mean. Like, I don't think it's just completely
if you can protect Ana, it does, right? Like, I think,
yeah, maybe
it
with
makes
the
it
Ana there
super
as well,
hard,
really
yeah.
Hard. I don't know.
Maybe the defense doesn't feel so bad, but the attack will feel like, I think, really horrendous in a lot of situations. So it's a grapple out of spawn from Tree, eyes on Seeker. Ooh. Only in the back, though, so Seeker will live to tell the tale. And we're actually going to get a full Winston mirror here, actually, as well, out of both teams here. So Infected going toe-to-toe with Kellen. All the marbles right now. Team Liquid on the verge of reverse sweeping their way to China right now.
Yeah, that would be a way to do it, for sure, actually. RuPaul going to get his head taken off here by Seeker. Kellen went for the dive as well. Wasn't even needed, though.
Looking for the... Oh, little boost onto the high ground there. All right, cheers, Vega. I'll just play on this rooftop instead. Going to start zapping Tree as well. Tree's going to get packed and pocketed out of that. Yeah, so he will be okay. Now, grapple shot onto the high ground. Looking for it, but Seeker is already slid out of there. Kellen with a counter jump to clear Infected right now. No real great opportunities for Tree so far as Team Liquid are still struggling to get this payload moving all that much.
Monkey from SSG, Kellen, in other words, going to take the high ground above Tree again here. Just playing above, trying to be annoying, just getting booped by Vega.
Vega and Kellen, they know they're on different teams, right? Like, yeah, there we go. This whip shot actually disrupts him. And now they're all over him, but Infected is in way more trouble than Kellen is. He got naded, he got punished, and this payload has stopped underneath bridge here. Give Kellen your boost, guys. He needs them now. Boost Kellen all the way to China.
Okay, Tree swapped over to the Sojourn as well. Just be a mirror, pure mirror now. Nano advantage for CJ here. I mean, Kellen is just... What? He's playing like Doodle Jump or something, like one of the old mobile games.
He's just playing a platform.
Yeah. Gonna have the Nano and Primal for SSG. Primal onto RuPaul already.
Alright, Kellen.
Vega as well. I don't know how that happens. That
go on, Kellen. Oh my god, the boosts are working, chat. The boosts are working.
With the
Overwatch League verified. Yep. It's official.
Nano. Got the Nano for next time.
Pulse bomb out here. They avoid that one though. No such luck for Knife. CJ has the Nano, but there is a primal advantage now for Infected, so he can go really hard with the Nano, with the primal to keep going on this next jump. They're going to rotate their backline top. Nade round the corner, just it actually catches Bliss right now. Nade onto Kellen, but when Kellen's gonna find the trade, Infected's good for one as well. 4v4 situation, just zaps on point. Infected's got the primal going, so we're gonna try and play slow, but Infected, he's taken CJ for a big old ride. Now he's all over the Sojourn, and Infected, not Overwatch League official, but he's getting the job done all the same.
SSG though, they're gonna have 3 ults to retake with, whereas if you look over at Liquid, they've only got the rally to try and secure this first point cap. Seeker, it's not gonna be uncontested, because I'm sure someone will look at him, but there's no ult response, right? For this overclock. Coming on the bottom side, runs into tree, doesn't want to take that duel, just wants to play his life, make sure he can pop it on main here.
Now post one for Sugar Free, walking forward. Rally comes through. Sugar Free's going to blink away. They disengage. Good catch by Seeker as they push in here. Seeker's good for 2 actually as well. This rally push going to go nowhere. And most importantly of all, Bliss didn't even have to rally back right now. They just kept the space for Seeker and just took their heads off as they pushed in. And now all of a sudden,
oh no,
we are low on time. Rupal is going to get staggered out. Vega has gone Tracer, and they have rally
Vega's
primal for this
Tracer.
last fight. Oh, Vega's gone Lucio, sorry.
Vegas, Tracer.
I mean, it would have been a good swap if he could. They need it.
Yeah, Bliss, as you said, held on to this rally. His eyes on tree ready to do something with this overclock. Because Abby's going so hard into the primal from Kellen and the rally from Bliss. Knife gets the touch early though.
Sugarface has his recall force as well, walking up into point right now. Tree nearly has this overclock boot onto Kellen, but he has the primal. He's going to get this one going. Primal onto him, boots him back as that overclock comes in. Tree gets no chance whatsoever to get any value out of that overclock. And now Kellen is coming back to the cleanup, forces the TP, chases everything down, and SSG full hold on Dorado.
Yeah, they look so good at this monkey and a combo,
Yeah.
actually. I don't know. Personally, I feel like could have played the Malga and done better than Liquid. Probably wouldn't have been that much harder too, considering they only got it 74 meters. But it took them 2 minutes to get their backline on high ground, by the way. It took them 2 minutes to rotate their backline. Because they just kept getting picked.
Kellen got the primal before they got their first attempt at rotating onto it, you know?
Kellen got a primal before Liquid managed to get to a high ground. Like, yeah. SSG in the driver's seat, who punched their ticket to China now, deny the reverse sweep 2. Really looking likely as well, I've got to say. I assume that Liquid are going to have to die on the sword here of the mirror, because I don't think you can roll out the Malga on defense here now with only 74 meters to give. And yeah, that's what they're going to do. They're going to pick the same heroes. Seeker's going to look for an
music's so serious as well, no?
It's for China, bro. It's for China.
this is the Qualify for China soundtrack? Okay.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's true, right? It all comes down to this final round. And SSG have put themselves in a pretty good situation, I think we can all agree.
Oh, go on.
It would feel more dramatic if it wasn't a full hold. But, but SSG looking to book that ticket, convert their first place regular season into a qualification for China. Seeker peeking out on the Widow.
Perfectly synced up as well. What the fuck?
Nicely done. All right.
Yeah.
Nothing for the grapple out of Seeker. We'll be swapping onto the Sojourn. Kellen onto the high ground right now. Infected is asleep actually here, but Kellen, no follow-up to get that kill, so they'll just get the payload to the first corner as Kellen looks for his first jump just to try and deny and take a bit of space. Early nade onto Kellen, but he's just forcing the objective. We'll go top left now. Sleep actually invested from Rupal. So chance for Kellen now. He didn't use bubble for this jump, so he has bubble there, but Vega will boop him back. He was good for it on the attack at least, Vega.
Nice.
Whip shots also good here, but that knife gets caught. Now Kellen will just jump underneath, keep this payload moving. The bubble was even just used on point to help him move it through that bit. Now more harassment onto the low ground. Vega with a whip shot again. Keeps Kellen on the low ground. Kellen and Vega are just playing this game all day long. They do get a trade onto Seeker actually from Infected, but this payload still creeping forward right now. Kellen looking for the back line.
I only missed a whip shot.
Has bubbles onto Infected to clear him right now. SSG are waiting for their spawns anyway here. Nano's charging up, but Rupal's is faster.
It's a good start for Liquid, right? You've got a minute off the clock. You are in one fight range, but that's fine. That's honestly fine. Have the early nano. Infected's playing on top. You just got to be careful about giving too much of cart here. It's another poop from Vega. He's been so good for it, actually.
Discipline, pay attention, Briggs.
Yeah.
Oh, this Nano looks...
Nano Monkey.
Oh, Sleep's a miss, actually. CJ's in trouble. Infected has for Primal to keep going if he needs it. Or does have to bar. He didn't want to get traded. Didn't want to get traded because it's one fight, but this means it's twice as expensive as Team Liquid wants it to be.
Wasn't he like 400 HP as well? I don't know, maybe I missed quite how low he was. But yeah, SSG, you're probably really okay with that. You have got 2 minutes left though to win this fight, and
Yeah.
as we just saw, it can be hard. Sugar Free got the pulse, been good for it, you know, pretty much for the last year and a half at this point. So I'm assuming he'll be good for this one as well. Just gonna play the
96%.
pressure point though.
Yeah, Pulse Bomb doesn't find anything, and Kellen's now going to go in for Primal. Pulse Bomb from Knife is wide. They're stalling it out at the choke point now, but Kellen has his Primal. Kellen doesn't get the Primal off, actually. So SSG going to reset again, and all of a sudden it started to feel a little bit more possible than it once did. The full holds. Team Liquid going to go back to the forward hold. They have Rally to deal with this Primal as well. Sure, SSG also have Rally, but on the attackers here in this part of Dorado, hard to get that Rally value really from Bliss.
Yeah, I'm at 126, 25, 24. If you're ahead of me, you can just cast until it's syncing up.
All right, 15. Oh, I'm paused on 15. Count.
Okay.
18, 17, 16, 16, 15. Wait, so what am I doing? Am I unpausing on 15 or what, bro?
No. Keep counting.
10, 9.
Oh, I'm behind
8,
you now. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7.
Go.
All right, Primal ready to go from Kellen. Thank you, Isometric, for the 2 community gifted. Rainy Day Tracer for you. Nade onto Tree. Primal out from Kellen to finish the job to send him to China. Infected is 1 HP. He's not going to escape the rally. Kellen's going to keep going in against Vega as well. Vega is 1 HP. Tree with the overclock. He needs something right now, but Seeker wins the duel. And SSG, they've booked their ticket here. Vega gets 1. He's nano boosted. Surely Vega can't do enough, though. They're coming back fast. Vega versus the world. He bashes in. Seeker finishes the job. The fuller hold, it was on the cards for a second,
It was.
but SSG, they do it. Qualify for China.
Got their ticket. It would have been nice to have a prime with that last fight. I feel like that was nerve from Infected actually, popping it before with that nano. I do think he was on like 400 HP, so he wasn't in much danger.
It's kind of like, it's so scary, because if you do get traded, fuck you as
Then
well.
you're
Like,
fine.
you know, like, yeah,
Yeah.
you've sort of beefed it. Because that was the
Yeah.
difference, right? You see where both teams pop the rally in response to the Winston dive. Kellen has the Primal, so he can just actually keep bullying Vega around and even giving Seeker opportunities with the overclock. On the other hand, though, Infected, he gets caught by the bash. Infected had to try and play it really slow, but it's really difficult against a rally and Anna sleep, all these different things, you know? So, SSG do it. SSG and Virtus
It was a
Primal
good
are first
attempt.
2 China teams.
Yeah, it was a good attempt from Liquid on the filler hold there, you know? It did still take SSG 3 minutes to break through. And, you know, whilst you can look at Infected making that mistake with the Primal, you can also look at their entire attack and being like, why didn't they do better, you know? And at just any other point in the series, it's so easy to look at the last mistake made instead of the many before, but yeah. Max going to China.
Hey.
Oh,
Hello.
there he is. Booked
My
your ticket,
God, that's-
mate.
So easy, mate. Good God.
If you'd been reverse swept in that
Can we talk
situation,
about how terrible Danny's draft was? Like, can we have that conversation right now?
of course, mate. Yeah.
My days. We were so worried on map 1, and then I just see a Genji ban, and it's like, oh, come on now. You just don't want it enough. When Callan died with Primal at 1:30 left, I head in hand. It was like the Brad Despair, dude. Like, I just see
it
him
was.
crit through the wall, and he's saying how he can go, and then he jumps in. It's like he's gonna die, and then
It was, well, when you full held him, it was kind of like just all set up then for like, it's just gonna be a tap in, it'll be like one fight and done, all of this, and suddenly when they won a couple of fights, when Kennedy get primed off, it's like, there's actually only a minute and a half left. This is
started
now.
getting like so doggy. Like we missed the
Yeah.
sleep on the monkey when he gets nanoed. Like he goes for this like awful nano monkey dive where it's just like impossible for him to get a kill. And CJ misses the easiest sleep in the world, but he made up for it because he hit a 15-man backline anti at the end there.
Wait, Max, I have a question. What was Bliss doing on Fruit first?
What we said we were going to push, and for some reason he decided that was going to be on his timing in silence rather than when someone else says it. He just bashed in. We were going to like fast push them, but instead Bliss just, you know, he had a mind of his own and a mouth of nobody's. So yeah. actually outrageous. And then the final fight on Route first, it's like we're saying like, oh, you know, play slow for the Genoa, play slow for the Genoa, and Kellen just gets absolutely destroyed. And then we're 99 on it, and Kellen swings again to touch before we have it still, and it's like, oh, kill these guys. Right there.
So you'll get a chance in China to kill them.
Yeah. Well, you do also live with them, so you have a chance now to kill them, to be fair. Oh.
Felt pretty, yeah, I don't know. I feel like you guys are actually always so bad on push. And this one, this one you actually...
Just a famously bad push team, you know?
Just because even when you're doing well on push, it always ends in either literal disaster or near disaster.
Like we'll be dominating, and then Timeless T will just come back from nowhere. Helen will just like take a couple of swigs of whiskey in the middle of a map and just start running it.
Celebrates a little too early, half pissed by the time we get to the final 2 minutes. There you go. Must be happy though. Another first free flight of the year.
I feel nothing over this.
Nothing?
Yeah. I'm told we have a boot camp in Korea too, so like that's a little double dinger in my opinion.
Oh,
nice.
Any more games today? No more games today. We're gonna get 2 more games tomorrow, and hopefully we're completing the uncoachable sweep to China.
Surely not. Surely not.
We actually can do it. With all uncoachable coaches in China would be outrageous.
I would not be able theory. I would not be able to deal with the slingshot theory mentioned for the next like half year if TU managed to make it to China.
You know, we had like a little micro slingshot theory where it was like we were hard losing scrims for a week and a half, and then we slingshotted back to form like just when it mattered. But Chris has had a much more realistic slingshot, given we've managed to slingshot from Seed 1 NA to qualified for China. You know, like that's not much of a slingshot.
Yeah.
Wait, TJ doing interview. I missed it. Shit.
Oh shit. Is he on now?
I'm gonna go listen to this. Goodbye.
All right.
I'm too busy watching cat videos, mate. I assume you're leaving your stream on overnight, right? If so, I'll chuck the radio away.
Oh no, I'm gonna turn it off.
You're not rerunning it? You got 1,000 people, mate.
No. Sugar-free player of match seems reasonable.
This guy has too much money.
Wait,
can I take him then? I'll do a rerun.
Oh, it said Sugar Ron.
Did you say
Say
Sugar
again.
Ron?
Well, they do it when they submit him. In submitting all the rosters, it's always like Sugar Broad or something to that effect. CJ interview now, though.
CJ, nice to have you on for a quick chat. First of all, congratulations. You guys punched your tickets to China. How important was this for your team to make our first LAN event?
I mean, it was kind of important. Like, that's kind of the whole reason our team came together in the first place. It was a team that's designed to win, I guess, in a way. And finally being Liquid after losing to them in the first week, it was definitely fulfilling.
Yeah, let's talk about that victory we just saw, because at the beginning it quite frankly looked like you're gonna run away with it, but then something shifted. Team Liquid started to get back into this. They're allowed to play that Maga. They had success with their ball. If you had to put your finger on it, why do you think they suddenly managed to take maps off of you?
I think the only reason why they took maps is honestly, I think I was playing like not the best as like, or like not as I normally do. I don't think they really did anything different. I just think I wasn't playing up to like what I normally do. So I think that's the only reason why they won maps. I don't think they did anything special or different.
All right. CJ is locked in, ready to win this whole thing, take the championship for NA. I feel like you came out super strong on map 1, had a lot of really big impact sleeps, game-winning catches on the opposing backline. Did you guys come into this match thinking it would be like a really dominant victory for you guys, or how much in terms of like the scrim results and everything did you think Team Liquid would be able to push you to the limit?
Okay, that's actually funny. Scrim results, I think for like the past 2 weeks, I don't think we won like any scrims at all until like the last couple days where we like started to win scrims. So I think like, I think we're like kind of nervous, but then once we started winning scrims again, I think our confidence levels rose a lot. And yeah, I mean, Liquid's just another NA team. It's not like they're a Korean team, so there's not much to worry about.
Right, not much to worry about. Well, you're going to be facing off against either Team Liquid or Nightmare in the finals for this one. That's going to be all for seeding and money, of course. Is there a team out of the two that you would prefer to go up against, or where you feel you're matching up against them more favorably?
I think Nightmare definitely has the ability to like punch up higher than Liquid, but I actually don't care who we play tomorrow. I have friends on both teams, and I think it's gonna be fun either way.
Right, well, we're in for a good time, I'm pretty sure. CJ, thank you so much for taking the time. Congratulations once more, and best of luck in your match tomorrow.
All right, thank you so much.
Fucking hell, I'm tired, man.
Ready to do it all again tomorrow?
I'm ready to do it all again tomorrow, but you know what? I'm not ready to do it all again tomorrow right now.
Yeah, reasonable. Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be bed for me, I think. Let's see what I'm reading.
Oof.
I'll give it to Tread.
Oh, Tread heads, rise up.
All right, good night, boss. I'll see you tomorrow.
Good night. Yeah, see you tomorrow. Where am I right now? Can we get Hunter on for an interview? He was literally here. You missed him. You ships in the night. Ships in the night. It did. Not a good way to say that saying. All right. Good one. Yeah, maybe that's a clear sign that I maybe need to go to bed as well, right? I don't know why I'm so tired. I know I was up early. But I've also been up early previous weekends. Maybe there's some sort of cumulative effect for doing it. This is the 6th week in a row. But we can get through one more day, right? We can get through one more day. Old? Nah, can't be. Yeah, but I was old for previous weeks as well. What's so different about this one? All right, confirmation of our games tomorrow. Obviously, we'll get both of those grand finals, but really, the big ones are those 2 lower bracket finals. 2 spots left for China. All to play for. We'll get the end of a group stage in the morning as well, so we get to see Crazy Raccoon against Wei. That'll be a lot of fun. But yeah, I think I'll love you, leave you, see you tomorrow. SSG, they did it. No sweat, hey? No sweat. Where are all these people? Why did they pick CJ? Oh, all of this. How about today? All right, let's, where are we going? Where are we going? Who's live? Who's live? No way CJ's live already, right? Oh, you're just boosting CJ, sorry, yeah. Backers raided Tread. What about apply? You want to go to apply? You want to go to bed? You go to bed? Why do you not want to apply? What's wrong with apply? Apply's a fun watch, no? What's with all the apply, hey? I like apply. Finally, someone with good taste. What? You guys are such haters. Apply's good. Apply killed your parents? Tomathan? Is Tomathan gonna stay streaming, or is he ending it like now though? Because I feel like Apply is gonna just play ranked for a while. Tomathan just went off. Yeah, alright. Let's do it. I'm doing apply. I'm doing apply. I will see you all. I will see you all tomorrow bright and early. No, Panda, no. Sending you to apply. I'll see you all bright and early tomorrow. Thanks again for all the support today. I'll try and come more energy tomorrow. I feel like I was too low energy today. I'm going to bounce back. I'm bouncing back tomorrow, okay? I'm bouncing back. Trust me. All right. See you, everyone. Have a good night. Get some rest. I'll see you tomorrow for more action. Good night.